Hi, welcome back to the Chasing Tone podcast. I'm Travis.
I'm Max.
I'm Brian.
And saying welcome back is pretty presumptuous, really. What if this is the first one they've ever listened to?
Then they've got like 20 to catch up on.
Yeah, good point.
Stop what you're doing.
Stop what you're doing.
You know, just call in sick to work tomorrow, catch up on the podcast.
No. Go to work, put in earbuds, and get paid to listen to our podcast.
Good point. I stand corrected.
But so yeah, man. I want to talk about something. I'm going to monopolize it here for a second. That's not really new.
Sure.
But I had an experience to where I had to go tour, and I was gone for a little over a week or whatever, and I had backline every night. And I knew this going into it, but whenever I actually was told that I was getting some pretty terrible amps. But when I got there, they were great amps. So
you knew beforehand, like,
yes.
All right, just be prepared.
Well, I'll tell you the specific amps. When I was speaking with the person that managed our tour, they said that the backline over there was a Fender Ultimate Chorus. A Fender Ultimate Chorus, and then a JC 120. So like the JC 120 is pretty sweet. Mm-hmm. You know, for anything, because it's a good, loud, clean platform. Which brings us to what I want to talk about: using pedals as tone shapers. You know, I don't know if you've done it or whatever, but like I know that, Brian, you've designed pedals based around that whole theory.
Yeah, because you don't want to. For me, it was like I don't want to drag 2 amps anymore to my VFW gig,
or one Ultimate Chorus. But you know what? And the thing is the guy, the other guitar player, singer that I was with, he's unbelievable. His name's Doug Henthorne. He's incredible.
Incredible hair too.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
He's pretty dreamy.
He does have great
Did you
hair.
say he's pretty dreamy?
So his hair's pretty dreamy.
But anyways, he was like, dude, I'll take the Ultimate Chorus. It'll be awesome. And sure enough, dude, he played it and it sounded killer because he had a tone shaper. And the thing he used for the tone shaper, and imagine that, it's a Wampler pedal.
Doug did?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah, he's got a ton of your stuff, man.
Doug does?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he does.
Huh. That's cool.
He's got your reverb.
Well, thank you, Doug.
Yeah, he's got your reverb. He's got both versions of the Faux Tape Echo. He's got the Plexi Drive. I think that might be it. But yeah,
I was thinking he wasn't much of a pedal guy.
He not for dirt.
Okay.
Not for dirt.
Okay.
Yeah, it's dirt. He plays one of those old Supros, like
Sounds
the one
awesome.
with the 15-inch
JHS?
No,
An
the actual
actual
amp. Yeah,
And I'm
like
teasing.
like the
Just teasing Josh.
and it's one of the old, and it's one of the old ones too. I mean, I'm sure that the new ones, the new Supros sound great, the reissues, but this is one of the old ones. It's a real deal. But so he doesn't depend on amp or that for dirt. It's all amp dirt. But in this case, he needed something. Right? And I was pretty fortunate that I used the JC 120, but still I needed something to give me that, you know, because it's a rock band,
Right.
you know. So I used the Plexi Drive as well, but I had the 3-band EQ version, the prototype that I'm lucky enough to have. Do you have one, Max?
Have what, the prototype for the version 2? No.
Yeah.
I don't.
Why don't you have one?
Because Dad doesn't like me as much as the actual. It's true. It's like, yeah, you can have it after it comes out.
Well, if I only have 2 of them, I'm like, here you go, Travis.
You can have the broken one, but it doesn't work. That's your problem.
You work for a pedal company. Fix it.
Yeah. Fix it, monkey. Next day I'm covered in burns. How did this happen? I don't know.
I set my apartment on fire.
Yeah.
It smells like solder.
Yeah, I think it was Jason was the other week. He was talking about soldering. I'm like, oh, finally somebody else says that.
Yeah, but he's British. That's not even
That's how you really say it. I have to agree with him on that. There's an L.
Do you say aluminium?
No, it's aluminum.
I think he spells it different though. I think, doesn't he?
Mm-mm.
Solder has an L in it.
No,
Yeah, it has an L in it.
No, not solder.
He almost said it. He almost said solder.
Not solder. Aluminium and aluminum.
Sure. It's ridiculous either way.
Anyways, and this
Except the only guy that's allowed to say aluminium is that dude on the BBC that's on that science channel. And that's because he's super smart. I don't know. Do you ever seen that show? BBC's this British show,
I'm
the British channel, huh?
I'm American.
You're American?
Oh.
Yeah, America.
Next, they do have great news.
But anyway, back to the tone shapers. It was cool because, like I said, I was told that we were getting those 2 amps, and I for some reason I thought that was like for the whole tour, but each gig was backlined. So when we were in Japan, like we did 3 gigs, 2 gigs in. No, 1 gig in mainland and then 2 in Okinawa. But each gig was backline. So the first gig, we show up, dude. We've been up like 32 hours. And then we have to do this gig. And we're thinking we're walking into, ultimate chorus and a jazz chorus. We're like, there's going to be a lot of chorus going on. But, and then we get there and it's like a JCM 900 and then a twin. So it's great. But I'm probably gonna get ridiculed for this, but I don't like twin reverbs. There, I said it. They're too mid-rangey. I don't know if it's the speaker config or if it's the tone stack. Because like the Fender amps I tend to like are like Princeton's,
right?
And they don't have a mid control.
It's because it's a fixed resistor.
That's exactly what I was gonna say.
Yeah, fixed resistor.
It was a fixistor.
It was the X capacitors.
Well, see the problem whenever you. No, I'm just teasing.
But you're right. You know what I'm saying? It's not a variable resistor.
Exactly.
It's a fixed resistor. And what's another term for variable resistor?
A rheostat. I got nothing.
Actually,
Potentiometer.
so,
yeah.
But
But most people would say potentiometer.
yeah,
It's
potentiometer.
It's just
Yeah, potentiometer.
just a knob, right?
No,
But so it was cool. We had that
Technically, a potentiometer would be kind of like 2 resistors, though, that you can change the resistance as you turn one.
Okay.
The other one changes.
Okay.
But if you wire 2 lugs together and then use the outside lug, then it's a variable resistor.
nerds.
I was waiting. I was
willing to drag it out.
We've had
longer.
some people ask for a little bit more technical,
Yeah.
a little bit more technical explanation.
All right,
Yeah, and
for the
there you
next,
go, both
for the
of
next
you.
half hour, I'd like to talk about quantum physics.
there you go, both of you.
I'm not part of the technical discussion. I'll leave now. Pop it back on screensaver mode.
What I do. What I do is I just listen to what he says, and then like later he'll say something, and for some reason my mind will regurgitate, be like, "That's the one with the non-inverting op amp, right?" And he'll say, "Yeah, of course." And I'm like, "Told you."
I'm just that guy that repeats the very last word he says. Be like, yeah, capacitance. Oh, capacitance. Yeah, right.
Dude, I've probably told you guys a story about Repeater Guy.
You're your neighbor.
Yeah. Your guy.
Oh, I love Repeater Guy. I forget his name. I think he had a heart attack. That's terrible. I
Probably to have one twice. Repeater.
Oh, man.
Yeah. But no, there's
Everybody was thinking it. I'm the only one that said it.
I was not thinking it.
Well, now you are.
I am thinking it, but no, that's terrible. But so yeah, but I don't like the twins. But we had the twin reverb. And there's another one I'm gonna get ridiculed for. We did this show, and sorry, I'm gonna name drop here. But there's an artist named Daughtry, and he has a band. Chris Daughtry, he has a band.
Never heard of
him. And we opened up for him in Okinawa, and they backlined it, and it was a huge stage. And we walked up on the stage, and both of us had Mesa triple rectifiers, the 150 watt version. So I was like, okay, let's figure it out. So I put it in the 150 watt mode, and I hit the push switch. And then I turned it on like 7 or 8. And it was one of the best tone I've ever had in my life, man.
Rock and roll, man.
It was so loud. And I'm playing a Telecaster with obviously single coils.
Right.
And I didn't even use any dirt pedals that show.
Wouldn't need to for that.
Yeah, I take that back. I did have the Plexi Drive, but I cranked the bass up, and I used it as a fuzz pedal.
I can see that.
I totally
Yeah,
did,
you can
because
do that.
there's one tune where I needed a fuzz for one solo for like 10 seconds.
In that situation, did you still have your pedal board out there?
I actually didn't bring a board. I only brought 3 pedals.
Really?
Yeah, I brought a delay, the Plexi Drive, and the Clarksdale.
Really?
That's it. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. I didn't want it. When I used to tour internationally, like.
You didn't bring your beloved tube screamer then?
No, I didn't. No, that's the first time I've not used that pedal.
Wow.
But I just get tired of them always going through my bags and everything, and for some reason, there's just more stuff that can be lost.
Right.
The more you bring, the more you can lose. So, yeah, I just brought.
So you brought the ones that don't mean much to you, then.
No, I brought the ones that I could easily replace.
At the proto version 2.
Right? Yeah. What's that?
At the proto version 2.
Well, it almost broke on me anyway.
I'd build him another one. That's okay, man.
His baby another man. You can have the broken or stolen one.
You know what? I'll let you borrow the one I have because...
What's broken? Why the hell do I want to borrow it?
Because if you open it up and you jiggle the resistors, it works again.
Jiggle the
This is why I don't like my prototypes being out in the world, because they're usually cobbled together and it looks kind of like someone threw up a bunch of wires and parts.
Yeah. But no,
I want to know. Would I?
But it's
You've seen pictures on Instagram. What are you talking about?
Yeah, of everybody else.
Oh gosh. Sorry.
But no, for that gig, man, I rode my guitar's volume and you know, I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of people listening to this, you know, already know this, but I'm sure there's a couple people that don't. But like, if you crank your amp up or pedals or whatever, and you get a good dirt sound going, I find with amps more consistently than pedals, because some pedals don't do it as well. But if you back your guitar volume off, man, there's some great tones in there.
Oh yeah.
You know,
it's not just like a sterile, boring clean.
Right.
It's got some clean with character.
Yeah. But would you agree with that some pedals clean up better than others?
Totally, absolutely.
You know, I mean, because there's some fuzz pedals don't clean up well at all.
Yep.
You know, and then things like the fuzz face that clean up awesome.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
that's a great tone by itself, is the fuzz face, and just back your volume off and use it for clean.
Oh,
or
yeah.
just a little bit of dirt.
Yeah, it's like real jangly.
Mm-hmm.
Dirt. Yeah.
Thanks, Max.
That's what I was talking about earlier, just the last one.
Max got married.
I did.
It's
I got some new
official.
jewelry.
You guys said, oh, yeah, I didn't even see your ring,
Yeah, man.
right?
Bling, yeah.
Yeah, man. Are you used to it yet?
I
don't
yeah, it
notice
took a little while. Although I do this thing where I dance around the apartment like a monkey. Do this, and I did it, and my ring just flew off.
Oh.
So I'm not allowed to do that anymore. So I got to do close fist monkey. What's funny, I did this and like I flew out, just boom, like in the air. There's this awkward moment where I was just looking at it and Shelly didn't notice. I'm like, oh man.
Maybe
so, like,
she won't know.
Yeah, so I looked at her exactly. I'm like, she won't notice. Literally, like it falls and it happens to fall like on her computer keyboard. It's like cling, cling, cling. And she was like, what was that? And she looks at me. I look in the air, look at the keyboard. She looks at my hand, looks at the keyboard, goes, Max. I'm like, yeah, I probably shouldn't do that anymore.
It's so funny. When she came over the other day, when you guys came over, I was like, what's up, Miss Jeffrey? And she goes, I miss Jeffrey. I miss Jeffrey. It was cute, man.
She lost her last name altogether.
Yeah, so she changed it legally yet?
Well, yeah, we're waiting on the documents to come back from the
Stacy
state.
waited like 6 months because she's embarrassed to be married to me.
Ephes and Frank Easter like the holiday.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and this is still a sore subject. Like, if she listens to this, I'm going to be in trouble. But she can't stand to hear me talk anyway, so she's not going to listen to this.
So bass control on the fuzz. Don't punish me, Stacy.
But no. So yeah, the bass control on the fuzz or on the Plexi Drive. Yeah, man, it was fuzz heaven. It was great. It was a great gig.
I don't think a lot of people understand that. Like, you can take a pedal, especially if it has an EQ, and an amp that's distorting, and do exactly what you did. Turn your bass up and just drive the crap out of that distorted signal.
Right.
And you'll get a fuzz. Basically, that's what you get. That's how you get fuzz.
Yeah.
You have a lot of bass, clip the crap out of it, and then EQ it. That's a fuzz pedal.
And the cool thing is, too, is the characteristics change so much that it's like an original fuzz.
Right. Yeah. So
Totally. like for instance, and I don't know if this is how you did it, but it kind of sounds like it with the triple rec and its boost, because that boost actually turns into a fuzz as you crank it.
It's because it's going
from
it's going from like a treble boost all the way. The boost side of it, when you click the boost on, is going from like a treble boost into a bass boost.
Okay.
So that's why, like, on one side it's like crunchier,
Right.
and then as you turn it up to creamier,
No.
and it's getting more like a fuzz.
And I'm not trying to call you out on this, but I guess I'm going to anyway, because you have a tendency to forget, You know, like I'll never forget. I was like, "What kind of op amps in this?" And you're like, "I don't know. Can you Google the schematic?"
That's the easiest way usually. Yeah.
Right. But in that specific pedal, the triple rec, is the boost after?
No.
Okay.
No, it's before.
The way it's laid out, it is, right? I can't remember.
I would have to. I don't remember either.
Yeah, me neither. Like,
I'd have to go to the website and look at the picture of my pedal.
Exactly. I know. Right. I wish I had one in front of me,
But yeah, I mean, circuit wise, yeah, the boost is in front of the distortion circuit.
Because that would make the most sense because you're driving that circuit.
And just a side note, when we come out with version 2 here before too awful long, then it's going to change.
The everything about it, or like,
that boost is going to be totally different.
Boost.
That boost will be gone.
So buy them up right now.
I can't wait to play the prototype of it. Waiting.
I'm only making 2. I get 1.
Hash brown wrong.
Yeah, there you go. Hey, then it makes its appearance. Some people are getting tired of the hash brown wrong. So what I say is, hash brown, get over it.
Hash brown, quit crying. You're an adult.
But, here's another thing. I've noticed there are a few people that don't understand what hash brown means.
Oh, okay. You don't, Nevin? Our intern.
Yeah,
Nogan doesn't know.
While you're gone, I had a couple of these questions on the email and through the YouTubes. And
Yeah, it's me being an idiot.
We're making fun of hashtags.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So
hash brown. And I got it off that.
Because people, especially like Nevin, are...
You've never seen that commercial?
Nogan's never seen
it. Nevin /Logan. Nevin Nogan,
his name's Nevin.
our video guy here. Him and his friends talking strings of hashtags.
Yeah,
so
they do.
You're hashtag hot. Stuff like that.
He just
you
said,
always say
I don't know
that.
if you guys can hear him, but he said, "Never have I said that in my entire life." And the cool thing about Nevin is I think he's 19. Are you 19?
No.
I wish. How old are you? So he's 17. So he's still quote unquote hip. Air quotes.
Right.
We're
hip. Old to him.
Yeah, we're
everybody
old to everybody.
That's hash brown cray cray.
He said, I don't know if you can hear him. He said, "I'm hip. You guys will break a hip." Oh, what a jerk. But
nothing better, though, than a guy editing video listening to rap. He doesn't like guitar tone. What's wrong with him?
But
I would fire him,
We
Vic.
didn't know who Rob Lowe was earlier.
Oh, this is great, too. We were talking about TV commercials, and he's like, "Oh, I love the Rob Lowe commercials. They're hilarious." And Max was like, wait. Do you even know who Rob Lowe is? He goes, "I don't have a clue."
He's like, but he's funny. Like, oh man, it's the first time I felt really old. I'm like, oh man, Wayne's World, dude, come on.
It's like my Chicago. It's my first old guy moment when we were driving to Chicago.
Called your head on it.
Yeah, I don't know. Have we told that story?
I don't think so.
Yeah, go ahead.
So Travis and I took this road trip up to Chicago for the weekend. He had a couple gigs he had to play, and I was just tagging along to help like carry in gear and 4-hour ride, just keep him company. So we come up to this toll booth, and a lady at the toll booth was like, "Hey, this would be like $4 or something." He's like, $4. I remember when this used to be like 75 cents.
No, I said, didn't it used to be 75 cents?
And she goes, "Yeah, a long time ago."
And I swear, as I was listening to her go a long time ago, like it seemed like it took for 30 seconds for her to say long, and like every second that went by, I just felt older and older. It was like a long time ago.
Your adolescence flashes before
Yeah,
your
I know.
eyes during this.
Yeah, it was like brutal. I was like, and then Max,
Just laughing.
and Max, when he finds something funny, he can't hold it back, so he's that's his laugh.
It is.
I want to hear people make videos of themselves doing their best Max laugh.
Shelly actually does one of the best ones. My wife does the best impression of me. Then it's like a mix between Seth Rogen and Yogi Bear. Hey, boo. I was like, I don't sound like that. She's like, I don't sound like that. It's perfect. We'll have the recorder doing this tonight. But yeah, I'm like don't laugh like that. I don't laugh like that. Smart ass. Love you. So I know she actually listens to these.
That's how Max was only married for 2 weeks.
Yeah, working on 2 weeks this Sunday.
Yeah,
that was the beginning and the end of Max's.
Yeah, and remember that time I missed your wedding because I'm the best friend ever?
It's true.
I know.
Well, actually, you were there.
Huh?
You were there, and technically, I I told Travis after the wedding, but I don't think I told him before. I'm going to take a bunch of pictures of his face, and I went to Kinko's, and I blew up his pictures of his face like twice the size of a normal head, right? And I put them on like painter's stir sticks, and I had 4 of these pictures. So like I had a happy face, a shock face, like a who farted face, and an angry face, right? So like there's like pictures, like formal pictures of like Travis's head, and like with all the groomsmen. And it got to the point where our photographer was actually calling the pictures Travis. He's like, "Where's Travis at?" We're like, "Whose car is Travis in?" Like this sort of thing. It's like they're like formal pictures. Like it's at this really nice park. It's actually where Rudy was shot, the movie Rudy.
Oh, okay.
Right? And so there's a big lake in the background. Notre Dame's in the background. All these bridesmaids and groomsmen all in formal tux. And Travis's face going. That's fantastic. Can't wait till they come out so I can show you.
That is awesome.
I gotta
That
see
is
that.
great.
That's gonna be awesome, man. So I was there, right?
You were there in spirit. Yeah, I actually did
Yeah.
a shot with you at one point in the night, I think.
I remember I texted you on your wedding night, but it was like midnight in Japan.
Oh, yeah.
So it was like 11 a.m. here. Yeah, dude, that time difference was brutal. I thought I was sick. It was just jet lag. You ever
Yeah.
had jet lag?
I
Yeah,
have.
you went to Australia.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have been jet lagged.
I got to tell you guys what happened though. Like I got like I said, I thought I was sick, so I went to my doctor just yesterday. And the first thing they asked me when I got there was the magic question that everyone fears. They said,
How tall are you? I'm sorry, I could have passed
"That's
that
a short joke." Thanks.
It's funny.
Yeah, but no, have you been out of the country in the last 21 days? And of course, I had just gotten back, so I'm thinking, say no or they're going to quarantine you. So whenever I told Kathy, I said, hey, I got to go to the doctor, da 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 da. She was like, well, what's wrong with you? Are you okay? So I just straight up told her, I said, just tell Brian I have Ebola.
Just stay home, man. Stay home.
That's funny you say that because she said Travis won't be in here today. And I'm like, if he's got Ebola, I don't want him in there.
Hey, life's a bowl of cherries, right? Huh? No? Nothing?
I've been using it a lot.
You have been using that one? Yeah. Cool. So, tone shaping pedals.
Yeah. Way outside of it.
But no,
That all started with a hash brown, by the way.
yeah, exactly. It did start with a hash brown. Oh, yeah, back to that real quick. There's a TV commercial where it's some dude and he puts his face on a copy machine, on a Xerox machine, and he's like, somebody asked him what he's doing, and he said he's taking a selfie. And then he was like, hash brown selfie. So, like, that's where I got it. That's where it came from. So, I wish I could say it's an original, but it's not.
So you plagiarized that.
No, because I never took credit for it. Now the guys on SportsCenter are doing it, and I have to think they got it from me.
I think they did too.
Of course
Probably.
they did.
They're hash brown around.
Damn you, Kenny Mayne.
Definitely is.
Yeah, of course the guys on.
SportsCenter Chasing Tone podcast. That's kind of what
It's really hand in hand, Nevin.
It's true.
We need to get him a mic. Don't
We need to get Nevin a mic.
We do next time.
Shut up, Nogan.
No, I'm not. Oh, I'm not going there. But that's an inside joke, and we got to
That's
explain.
true. We do
too many inside jokes, and people don't get it. Basically,
Logan used to do what Nevin does.
right? So there's Logan and Nevin.
Yeah.
And you've heard Logan on previous podcasts,
Yeah.
if you've listened to him. So now there's Nevin, who does the video stuff. So we jokingly, lovingly call him Nogan. Yeah, air quotes, lovingly.
2 people, 1 job, same name. Nogan. When Logan, if it comes back, we'll call him Nogan too. Nogan 1, Nogan 2.
There you go.
We can be the original.
That's how we'll do it.
Yeah. That's awesome. And Nogan 1 will be whoever's sitting on the left.
Nogan 1, Nogan 2.
So
Left
it's up
or
to
right?
you guys, and that'd be your right. So
Yeah.
But,
So that's the inside joke. So now you
that's
guys
the-
know.
Yeah, there you go. But you
You were talking about tone shaping pedal.
right.
I'm not interrupting
No,
you.
go ahead.
Sorry.
No, I was just gonna say there's other ones and your line or the Wampler line that are best for tone shaping, but
Right.
out of those, the Plexi Drive was really the only one that I could see using. Because I don't know. I was told I had a clean Fender style amp, so I couldn't see using the Black 65. And
Yeah,
I,
it'd be overkill, I think.
and I absolutely hate tweet amplifiers, so
Yeah.
I couldn't do a Tweed 57.
Well, speaking of like tone shaper pedals, are there anything that really comes to your mind on how people misuse pedals from their intent?
Yes, especially, and I feel bad. I'm always talking about the Wampler stuff, but I mean, let's face it, it's what I'm really familiar with.
Let's talk about some other manufacturers. No, I'm kidding.
I learned that if you talk about other manufacturers, they'll blast you in a public forum.
Generally so.
I went there, but
don't mention any names.
Yeah, it's probably not on Instagram.
Yeah, definitely. You flower.
You flower.
I've never heard that before, but apparently I'm a flower.
And apparently that's derogatory.
Apparently that was a slam.
Right, whatever.
Oh, well.
But, yeah, so it am what it is. But the 30-something.
Yep.
That one, like, I think people misuse that because I think they buy it thinking it's a distortion or overdrive pedal. And maybe I'm wrong, but I look at that thing and there's no way it's a standalone overdrive pedal to me.
I'm using a deluxe reverb and I want a box sound.
Yeah, so it's a tone shaper.
Yeah, it is.
So I think a lot of people will buy those pedals and think. Now that being said, though, the Plexi Drive, it translates over to an overdrive.
Yeah, it's got some more gain. Yeah,
but to me, and I could see the Tweed 57 does too. Mm-hmm. But not the Black 65.
Black 65 is pretty clean. Now it does have that useless gain boost on it.
You said useless.
I say that because, I mean, like, that was designed 4 or 5 years ago, and to do it again, I would do it totally different.
Really?
Yeah, I would do that part totally different. But at the time, I thought, you know what? I got some extra space in here. I wanted to accomplish the clean thing. I want to add a gain boost.
Right.
And what I did is, like, I'm going to add as if I added another tube stage in front of it.
Okay.
So that's kind of how I approached it. Is if you put a TOEX in front of that, then...
Okay, well, then the reason it reacts the way it does is realistic. Because the thing I've noticed is if you do that, you got to kill that bass signal.
Yes.
You know?
Yep.
So but then again, it's on a toggle. So I was about to say if it's on a foot switch, and it'd be a pain to go down and change it. But if it's on a toggle, you got to be down there anyway.
Yeah. I would do it totally different now.
Yeah.
So.
But... You know, the Tweed 57 I could see as an overdrive pedal, but like I said, I'm not a fan of Tweed amps.
You know what's a cool sound now? I know you don't dig this Black 65 that much, but if you take the Clarksdale and put the Black 65 after it,
I could see
it's
that.
an awesome. Even though you have an EQ on the Clarksdale, it's like so many different tonal spectrum type things you can do with it.
Yeah, I could see that because the tone stacks are completely different.
Yep,
completely different on those two pedals. So yeah, I could totally see that, but. I'm sure there's other, like I think another one that would be cool, but it's kind of in the same vein, is that Cattle and Bread. Is it the RAH? Is that what they call it?
Yeah,
I think so because it's the Royal Albert Hall, right?
Yeah.
But that sounds good as a tone shaper.
I don't know if I've ever played that one.
Yeah,
I've got the Formula 5 and the Dirty Little Secret.
Yeah, you got the Dirty Little Secret. Yeah, and I've played that. I haven't played the Formula 5.
You haven't played that? That's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
But so I mean, the tone shaping pedals, it really worked for me on this last tour. You know, it's the first time I've ever done it because I've been fortunate enough when I would always tour, I'd either be able to pick an amplifier or, bring my own. Mm-hmm. And this I was just at the mercy. But I think it worked out. It was fine. I got to turn a 150-watt amp up to 8, and
awesome.
It rattled my pant legs, dude.
Yeah, but you also have to live the dream as far as like playing in front of a gigantic crowd of people that actually cared. You know?
But they didn't care. I was the opener. They didn't care about me.
Oh, that's not true.
That was one of those things. It was like after every song, they'd clap, and then if you wanted like a real applause, you'd be like, "Anybody excited for Daughtry?" Kind of like whenever you play in Indianapolis. You play in Indianapolis, you probably know this. You get done with a song and like nobody claps. What's the easiest way to get somebody to clap?
Go Colts!
Yeah, how about them Colts? Woo!
I know the Colts, yeah.
Yeah, who here's got a gun and a rack? Something like that, no?
Yeah, pretty much. But no, you're right. There's I don't know.
Quit making fun of me.
Yeah, there was like thousands of people there. It was cool, man. It was the main thing is the stage looked like it was like some type of Pink Floyd light show thing going on. It was awesome.
Didn't you tell me that it was their stage or something like that?
No,
Okay.
Jason made a joke about that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I caught the tail end of that then.
No, I don't know. Yeah, but it was awesome. So, I mean, I know we kind of got way off subject. Imagine that. But I mean,
that's just this episode.
Yeah,
Usually we don't do
this,
that.
Yeah. This is just this episode. We never get off track. But I just kind of wanted to talk about the tone shaping thing because it totally worked for me, man. Because like I was playing twin reverbs and they didn't sound like twin reverbs because I was using this pedal.
That's cool.
And it was kind of cool because as working for a company, when people ask you, you know, they'll say, "Hey, I do some fly dates. What should I use? Does this work?"
Right.
You know, you say yes because you assume it'll work and it's worked at a smaller setting. Mm-hmm. And then you do like a huge tour like that and it totally works. You're like,
right.
Yeah, of course it works. Of course I'm
genius.
Right. But no,
it's cool to know that it worked in that way that we kind of designed it to.
Exactly. And it works on you from, you know, the biggest stages you can play to the, you know, like you always say, the local VFW. So, but I mean, that's really all I got to say about that.
I'll have to tell you about my story playing a VFW sometime.
No, go ahead.
It's not as good as your stories, but it is kind of funny because in our little town here of Martinsville, it tends to be full of people who aren't quite what most call hip. So
there's some redneckery.
There's some redneckery.
You like that
around.
redneckery?
So we're getting ready to sound check, and the acoustic guitar player at the time is playing his acoustic, not plugged in. One of the old guys actually walks up to the front and is like, "Can you turn that down?" No.
No, I'm sorry.
We're talking an acoustic guitar here. I mean, that's... It totally blew me away.
That happened the last time I played 8 Seconds.
Really?
We were at 8 Seconds, and we had just set up, and we were doing a sound check. Okay, but we were doing a monitor check, so the house music, because that place is huge. So the house mix is still playing music. But the monitors on stage, the monitor guy was dialing in our monitors, and this guy, oh man, you would have thought I kicked his dog. He came storming over there. He was like, "Why y'all got to be playing while I'm trying to dance with my lady?" I'm not joking. Because they do the line dancing there, dude. Have you ever seen people line dance?
It's kind of.
I
don't line dance. You know why I don't line dance?
No, you don't square dance.
Same reason.
Oh, because you don't like taking directions.
Don't like taking directions
from strangers.
From strangers.
Yeah.
I want people telling me what to do. I'm trying to turn left, turn right, leg up.
That's square dance. Line dance is different.
I still don't trust it.
No, it's like a cult. It's like these people meet. It's like they meet worse. And they like sacrifice lambs. And then they discuss fancy dance moves they can do together.
No
and the thing is, too, is it's like, and what's the one song? Is it, it's a country song, something, I can't remember, but everybody line dances to this specific song.
It's almost like, turn left.
No.
Turn right.
That's the Cupid Shuffle.
Yeah, Cupid Shuffle.
See, another song tells me too much stuff to do. You're not my mom. You can't tell me what to do in this song.
You're not my real mom, Cupid Shuffle guy. But it's like they have these, but there's like, I guess, because I've done the research, I've asked these people, I'm like, how do you learn this? And they're like, oh, well, there's YouTube videos, there's classes. But the thing that blows my mind is I guess there's 12 different dances or something like that, right? Okay, but everyone knows exactly which one to do for each song. So, like, you'll be playing, and then there'll be people in front of you, and then you'll pick a song. Because normally when people walk away from the stage, it's like, oop, I picked the wrong song.
Right.
But when you do this gig, you pick the right song, they all leave, and they go line dance. And they all, like, from beat one, know exactly what moves to do. It's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy, yeah.
Get out of my head.
You know what it reminds me of? You ever seen the movie The Wall by Pink Floyd, The Walking Hammers? How they're all in sync, right?
Creepy.
No, but exactly. Yeah. It's a cult. It's line dancing. If you guys line dance, you need to tell me what it's all about.
No, you'd probably wear a cowboy hat, and I just don't trust us either.
You can't trust anybody in a cowboy hat.
Can't.
And that's how we lost all of our Nashville audience.
Now, I used to say boots too, but I actually kind of want a pair of cowboy boots, I think.
Dude, I love cowboy boots. They're so comfortable.
I think that, and I can probably get behind the belt buckle too, but I don't think I can get behind the hat.
No, I couldn't do the hat. Unless somebody said, hey, here's a recording contract that's got a $250,000 signing bonus. Here's a cowboy hat.
So you'd fit in Nashville.
Huh?
I don't think.
And that's how we lost all our Nashville.
I'm teasing.
Remember that time? Oh, that's too mean. I can't say that.
I will say that.
What I said the first time we walked into Nashville.
Yeah.
I said, I need to find me a singer with low self-esteem.
Daddy issues.
Yeah. I said I need to find me a lead singer with daddy issues and low self-esteem.
Well, that's the Chasing Tone podcast. Make sure you subscribe to our Facebook, Chasing Tone Podcast, Facebook.
Yeah, we better wrap it up on that note.
This is obviously going to be about a 3-part series.
Yeah. So, if you guys have any questions or comments, feel free to list them in the comments on YouTube or email us at podcast@wamplerpedals.com. And check us out on Facebook, facebook.com/Chasing Tone Podcast. And also Instagram, our handle there is Chasing Tone Podcast.
What about Twitter?
We don't have
What about
Twitter.
Pinterest?
We don't have a Pinterest.
What about our Snapchat?
We don't have a Snapchat. Nevin's like, I'll tell you what I use Snapchat for.
Somebody's hashtag blushing.
We're dead.
Funny.
See, we're old, and then there's a 17-year-old guy over here in the prime of his physical life, and he's just going to pound us when we're done.
I'm in the prime of my physical life. Let's do this. Prime steak, prime whiskey. I'm into this.
So, you guys, thank you so much for listening. Shoot us an email and check us out online.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da